Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. It's been a while on the making for this particular video, and I've been a bit slacky because of all of the other stuff that's come out in the time that I've been grinding as well for relic weapons and things like that. So excuses aside, I do apologize for the lateness of the video. I know a bunch of people said they could help me with this. I decided I wanted to get it myself, otherwise I wouldn't have got them out myself. I am, of course, talking about the Fylgja horn? Fylgja? Fylgja? I'm going to have to Google translate that to get the official thing.
Fylgja. Fylgja. Fylgja.
Apologies if I've mispronounced that, which is the Series 2 reward for rank 25 on Series 2 of PvP. Now, realistically, you have quite a while to get this particular mount up until the next major patch. So the next major patch will be patch 6.3, which is obviously in the winter season. I'm not really sure on a date yet. We do have confirmation, though, that we're getting the next live letter looking at 6.3. So we are getting close to that. So don't get confused with the seasons, the ranked seasons. The ranked season will be ending soon on the release of patch 6.28, which also brings with it the American data center expansion as well. So don't get confused with that. You've still got plenty of time to work through your PvP to get this if you want to get this. So don't go in a panic and rush through this. Just take it a bit at a time. The way I've been doing it in between the rest of my content is I've been doing maybe 1 or 2 wins a day. That's what I've been aiming for, just in casual mode. As you can see, I have done a little bit of ranked. Not as much as I needed to, honestly. This time I'm just still in silver. I'm really not that bothered, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that the adventurer plate stuff is really worth my time, but that's my opinion. So yeah, this is the rank 25 series 2 reward, and it says, when blown, this lovingly wrought horn emits a lyrical sound that summons Fylgja to your side. That is going to be the hardest thing for me to pronounce, I'm pretty sure. So it says, summon forth Fylgja, a dragon with a soft spot for heroes and songs. Obviously, this is, you know, from mythology, that's sort of like Norse mythology. And it says, like her noble forebear Ratatoska, is passing fond of mankind, and travelled the world in search of mortals worthy of immortalizing in song. During the course of her journeys, she would encounter a soul who shone most brilliantly in battle. So moved was she by the hero's selfless valor, she chose to become her follower. Interesting. So I'll be interested to see if this changes depending on if you're a male character. I presume that would be the case. The hidden text then, if you highlight over the patch, you can do this on any minion or mount, says, would you look at that? My dulcet voice has drawn yet another devoted follower. A quote there of Ulala. So this mount then is a obviously, you know, big dragon. What is there to really expect from this? A lot of people will probably draw connotations to do with the other red dragons in the game. And of course, that's what it's based on. Our first look on these creatures was probably in Heavensward, honestly, Annex Treen, right? So, yeah, it's been a long time since we've really had a good dragon-related storyline. So hopefully in the future they go back to that. It is a beautiful mount. It is something that, you know, doesn't have a saddle or anything like that. We've said before how nice it is to have monster-related models as mounts, and you know, this goes to prove that we've got a real, proper, awesome-looking dragon here. Very nice stuff. Obviously, there is the reference to this model being used. As you remember, there was a glitch in one of the Nier-related Alliance raids, where this appeared under certain circumstances, and people thought that was a Nier reference. So since that kind of time, people have been hoping for a more permanent homage to that, and I suppose this kind of scratches that itch, even if indirectly, of course. But yeah, it is a fantastic looking mount, and of course, whilst we're flying, it does hover like you would expect. Very nice stuff. One of the other sheer beauties about this mount is, of course, the glowing spine and ridges across the back of the head of the dragon, and of course on the tail there. You really can't appreciate this properly until you see it at night, and it is something that does make this mount different than other dragon mounts that we've had before, especially when you're flying around like this. I often see people fly through the sky with this mount, and it's much more obvious that they're on this than any other mount. It is really, really nice, isn't it? I'm so happy that they've included a mount into PvP for everybody to get this time around. It is a nice feeling, and it does look really cool, doesn't it? Especially in the nighttime. So music, what's mounted? That is the next thing I want to scratch the itch of. There we go, mounted music, and it is generic mount music. It's a bit unfortunate, really, but what did I really expect? I suppose they could have put the PvP. They could have put the PvP music in there, and that would have really been, well, it would have been slightly better, wouldn't it? I suppose, but it's not too surprising that there's no unique music. I still really don't understand the whole deal with why it's so difficult to do that, but I'm not a game developer. Maybe it's just something that they don't have the extra time for. Maybe there's licensing you have to go through every time you request a track to be used internally. I have no idea. I don't know how it works at Square Enix, but I'm sure it's not just as simple as dragging and dropping a music file in, right? Anyway, as the sandstorm blows across here and makes the video recording a little bit less good, I will see you all next time. But sorry for the lateness of this video, but at least we looked at it before it was completely gone. But don't worry if you haven't got this yet. At the time of recording of this video on the 27th of October 2022, you have plenty of time. All right, much love, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Dragon away! Ah dear, he's really dragging on this video. That's what they'll say in the comment section.